Hello, everybody. I'm going to just come to you this morning with something that's on my mind and heart. I've been in prayer for the last hour and a half and worship, and so I'm just going to shoot straight with you. It's early. I'm trying not to wake up the rest of my family. I apologize for my appearance. I just have to bring this to you now. So, one of the things that happened this week, and I think this relates to the border crisis right now, which I'm highly concerned about. It is a powder keg for disaster. First of all, we need to pray for everyone involved down there, everyone that's processing the people that are trying to come into this country, and then the people that are desperate for freedom. I know there's bad people in that group, but there's also good people. So let's pray for that situation. And I also want to tell you about a dream that my neighbor had. I have a neighbor who has just moved here from Houston, of all places, to Bovina. Her parents live here, and she's come to take care of them. And anyway, she was showing me her house, which is just right across from me. It has a view of the draw, which is just this open area in front of it's open land. It's range, cattle. They graze cattle on it. We call it the draw because there's a dip in the landscape that allows for water whenever there is some to be in it. Anyway, she was showing me her house that she had remodeled, and there's a window that looks out over the draw. And she said, it's really funny. I had a dream the other night that I was looking out the draw, and it was covered with Chinese soldiers, Chinese army, as far as you could see, coming towards our town. And she said, I got a gun and started defending myself. And they couldn't tell where the shots were coming from. And she said that was the end of my dream. The interesting thing is this friend of mine, she doesn't think in terms of prophetic dreams. She is a believer. But when she told me that, she was speaking so flippantly, like, isn't that hilarious that I would dream something that weird? And why would she even tell me that? I told her, I said, I don't think that's an accident. You dreamt that. I'm wondering, y'all, if that represents what's happening. There are a lot of our enemy is coming across the border like in droves right now. I'm highly concerned about it. I don't know how it'll affect all of us. All kinds of different ways. Financially, our education system, our hospital systems, all of that's going to be affected by this mass migration of people all at once. Not to mention the threat to our security. I don't know if what she dreamt was literal or represented something like this. Y'all tell me what you think, but I couldn't not get on here and tell you to pray right now. Pray as hard as you can for what's going on today. And another thing, I don't think this has anything to do with the border, but I was imagining while I was sitting here on this, when you look out, we have a road that goes right. It's a farm to market road, and the trucks use it during harvest, especially to get to the grain elevators and the feed yards with what they cut. Well, right now they're cutting silage, which is wheat. They cut it before it's ripe, and then they put it in silage pits and let it ferment, and it's feed for cattle. And I'm pretty sure that's what I'm hearing. I mean, it's awfully early to hear as many trucks as I am hearing going up and down that road. But I thought, you know, don't only look at what you're seeing in the natural or even seeing in the supernatural. Make sure your ears are open also. If you're hearing something that is not normal or not common in your world, whatever those sounds are. So pay attention to what you see, but also pay attention to what you're hearing. If it doesn't add up to what you're used to, then you need to take note of it and not freak out, but just stay alert. All right, man, I do apologize for my morning look, but I got to be real with y'all. I can't get frou-frued up just to come on here and say it's time to get on your knees and pray. That's all I have. Keep the faith. Keep the faith. Jesus is going to come back. I pray it's soon. This is Gina Lima Charlie. I'm out.